In this lesson, we'll learn how to create an online renewal report for those members that have renewed online for a given month. Then we will export that to Excel and using Excel, get a count by post. So the first thing we have to do is open the data analyzer, open Web Intelligence, create a new report, select the universe. In this case, we're going to use TAL membership department filtered. Under the member list is where all of this resides. So we're going to bring over the member ID, the last name, Legion post, Legion last paid year and last paid date. Down a little bit further down. And Legion last paid member product. In the query filters, we're going to use the department short name. We're going to bring over Legion or drop down Legion post, Legion last paid date, and Legion transaction amount, last transaction amount. We'll drop that in here as well. We'll open this up a little further so we can see those. Now in these filters, we're going to enter our department filters. Mine is MD, Legion post, not equal to your holding post, unless you want to actually get your holding post information, and we can just take that out for now. But if you don't want to have your holding post to display, for example, we're in Dues Direct, so we don't need that information because that's all credited under Dues Direct program. And in the national reports, we don't actually provide credits to any post. It goes into a class within our own accounting. But you can either do that or you can leave that completely out and it will actually total up all that. And at this point, we're going to leave it out just to show the totals for them at this point. Now, Legion last paid year is between, and we're going to do the month of August. So from August 1st till August, I put September 1st at 12 a.m. That way you're 1 second over, and if somebody actually clicked the button at that exact moment, then it'll definitely have an effect. But greater than in the Legion last transaction amount, and this figure is your national and department per capita. And that means that any of these last transactions that were actually done through post or department transmittals would not show up, unless, of course, you have dues. For example, those that have district dues added in, those would have to be in there as well. And those that have different district dues would basically have to pull this by district, which would be, you'd have to add either the district ID or the district name into these results objects and filters to pull by district what the different online transactions were. So ours is $29, and this will return everybody that paid over $29. We have no posts that have set at the national and department. The lowest we have is $30, so it would be a $1 difference. Okay, just so you know, I had detachment short name there. It's supposed to be department short name. And that makes a difference because it'll only run dual members that paid online. So now it will pull the complete list. So now from here, we're going to use the export tool to take it to Excel to be able to work with the file. Once it's downloaded, now that the file is downloaded and opened, you must click the enable editing to work with it first. Now I just remove these top rows and row A generally. Now, this is just a bunch of people that have paid online throughout the month of, and I'm going to delete the ID numbers at this point, but just a bunch of people that have paid online. And we want to know how many from each post paid online. So the easiest way to do that is first highlight row B or last paid. This column that says Legion last paid. Member product, that is the actual who they paid. If you right click that and copy, then pick a column over here, right click and paste. Now highlight that row again, go to the data tab at the top and click on remove duplicates. You want to remove duplicates from this column K, so that's the only one highlighted. And it's going to bring back 116. And then we're going to sort just that by A to Z. So now we know it starts with post 7 and ends with post 332. In this next, you can name it whatever you wish. And this is also helpful as a list for, like, if you do a weekly membership report and you want to remind who has renewed that week to the post or any other time period, you can always do that. If you want to be able to see the field fully, if you go between the two and just double click, it'll actually auto widen the field. So now we're going to use a formula called countif. So you're going to say equals countif, shift 9 to open the parentheses. You're going to pick a range. It's going to be the exact same range. You just highlight this E at the top, click it once. Then you're going to put a comma after it. And then pick the criteria, which will be, it has to match this cell. You just click on that cell and close parentheses, shift 0, then hit enter. So 21 people on that list are from Maryland Post 0007. Now, how do you get it to automatically fill the rest up? If you just hover your cursor over that little green box and double click it, it automatically fills that by counting each one of the posts in this list and putting the number next to it. So that's how many exist in that list without having to filter and count them yourself or do anything else. Countif is used to look at a range versus a known value and return the number of times that range, that value appears in a certain range. I hope that helps to be able to do that, and that concludes this lesson.